One of the gods, who is a high god in the Hindu tradition, is Shiva. And his night, called Shivaratri, the night of Shiva, falls on the 11th of March. And then it depends upon wherever you are, you check that. On that night, what happens, your mind comes to the minimum. The mind principle, which means your rational mind, comes to a minimum expression. What does that mean? That means your thoughts, from generating like 30, 40, 50 thoughts a minute, depending on each individual, it can come to a place where you will have no thought. And that is, but you are alert, you are still awake, but then for a fraction of a second, you transcend to the no mind state. And what is the advantage? It is the quantum mind. The quantum mind is like a particle, is the unlimited, omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent mind. And everyone is eligible for this. A miraculous mind is that which gives you providence. And that becomes available during this night of Shiva. That is why it's just an important time that everybody can have the potential to acquire that highest intelligence. It's not just people getting together and chanting Namah Shivaya without knowing what they are doing. And this is what's happening in India. They all join together and then do chanting. I'm not downplaying the importance of chanting. It will do some good, but not the total impact will be received by everyone because they don't know what they are doing. So, and if you bring some awareness, and it is not that we acquire highest intelligence after 12 hours of vigil. We are going to do 12 hours of vigil. And sometimes something may happen. I'll give you 2 examples. One is, there was a hunter who was on a treetop, the Bilva tree, which is a sacred tree for Shiva and also for Lakshmi. Lakshmi got all her wealth sitting under the Bilva tree. So the Bilva leaves are very, very, not only just medicinal, but it is also giving you highest material consciousness, highest spiritual consciousness. So this hunter was standing on the top of a Bilva tree, and he was shooting an arrow at a deer. He's a hunter. And as he was shooting his arrow, and when the arrow left from his bow, there was his hands were shaking. And as a result, some of the Bilva leaves fell on a Shiva Linga, which was kept by someone, some yogi or rishi, was worshipping the linga at the bottom of the tree. So the Bilva leaf landed on the Shiva Linga. And that happened to be a Shivaratri night. The guy was liberated. He had no clue of who Shiva is, no clue of what a Bilva leaf placed on a Shiva Linga would do on a Shivaratri night. Nothing. He was liberated and then he went to heaven, the heaven of Shiva. Even if you do unknowingly something like this, you will be liberated. The same thing, another story about in a Shiva temple. I know in India, there inside the temple, you have everything living. If it is a small temple and there's no cleaning done. So it is one such temple, and then the temple priest came and put an oil lamp burning. And it was Shivaratri night, the midnight. A rat wanted to drink the oil. So he climbed up the lamp stand and then reached to the top, and he was going to drink the oil. As he was trying to drink the oil, what happened was the lamp was going to really put out because the wick was burnt out. While trying to drink the oil, the rat ended up kindling the flame that was close to be extinguished. And that happened to be the midnight of Shivaratri. Although the intention of the rat was different, to drink the oil, but he ended up kindling the lamp. As a result, the rat ended up in reaching Shiva's heaven, Kailash. The reason why I am telling these stories, even if it is to drive home the idea that even if you don't do something on that night grudgingly and thinking about something else and your tongue chanting the mantra will do good. And that will get you to the heaven of Shiva. That's pretty good. But just imagine, what if you know what you are doing and use the Shivaratri time in a meaningful way, then the benefits would be 1,000-fold, million-fold. This is great occasion, and I welcome you personally to take advantage of this one-night program that will change your consciousness dramatically. God bless.